I mean, were you like hugged and pampered?
No, I wasn't.
No.
Wow, you're getting right to it.
No. Because here's the thing. I don't know anything about your upbringing.
Right.
I don't know what your dad did. So I want to ask you about the past, right?
Anything you
So
want.
what did your dad do for a living?
So my father...
Harland Williams, by the way. Harland Williams. I didn't say his name.
Thank you.
Harland Williams.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
what?
Crush.
You drink Crush?
Crush.
What flavor
Crush,
is that?
Crush. This is grape, but I call it rape because it rapes my...
Oh, I see. So rape drink
Rape drink.
by Crush. Yeah.
Just for me.
That's
for
just
me.
for you, yeah.
Yeah.
What did your dad do?
So my dad was a lawyer.
Really?
And my dad was a politician, and he was the equivalent to the Attorney General here. In Canada, it was called the Solicitor General.
Oh, in Canada.
In Canada, it's not called the Solicitor General. So my dad was the Solicitor General, and then he was a member of Parliament, and then he was also a lawyer.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah,
What'd
yeah.
your mom do?
So my mom, wow, what didn't my mom do? My mom was an author.
Wow.
My mom was a librarian. She was a marriage counselor.
Wow.
She did everything. She was a singer. My mom did everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems like a good upbringing then.
Oh, there's more.
It sounds good.
Yeah, you know what? They were great parents. Great, wonderful
Yeah.
folks. My dad, we called him Hallie. His name was John, but we called him Hallie because you could smell him coming. He had horrible halitosis. Okay.
Yeah.
But no,
Allie.
Hallie,
Yeah.
But they were really good parents. They were great people, wonderful people. 4 sisters.
Wow.
You have 4 sisters?
4 sisters, 2 younger, 2 older. So I was squashed in the middle.
The only boy.
The only boy.
You know what? I sense that.
You do?
Yeah, you have a very just like effervescent kind of like. I always feel happy and like safe around you.
Wow. How about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you genuinely are. I have to be honest with you, and I can't say this about a lot of comedians. And I've never heard a bad word about you.
Wow. That's
Ever, not one thing.
Oh,
and number
thank you.
2,
It's a miracle for a comic.
it's a miracle. And number 2, I for some reason I trust you. Like if I robbed a bank, right? And I know where you live, right? I went to your house.
Yeah.
I go, hide this $1 million from me, Matt. You know what I mean? I think you would hide it and then not spend a dime. And then 10 years down the road, you know what I mean?
I would hide it for you.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd ask either.
What do you mean?
like when someone just drops $10 million, you know, they got the best scratch lottery card at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Wells Fargo's stock just went down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ask. I'd just say,
You just
Bobby,
do it.
if you need to hide 10 mil,
Yeah.
Daddy's going to let you dig a hole and bury it.
Because knowing would make you an accomplice. It's safer not to ask.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I would just let you come in and dig a hole and
But would I have to do anything for you?
no. Wow. That's friendship, man. When you don't ask for thanks, you don't ask for anything in return.
Yeah.
And
Here's another reason why I know you're a good guy. You hang out with Orny Adams.
yeah, Orny. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I love Orny.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
complex, though.
Yeah, we're all complex.
Yeah.
We're all incredibly complex.
He's a complex guy, but I get Orny. When I talk to him,
Yeah.
I fucking get the guy.
Yeah,
His neuroses. We're similar in many ways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He complains a lot. He asks a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has the same kind of tone that I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's wonderful. Orny's one of the guys, and I tell him this all the time. He's in the comedy business, but he's such a craftsman.
Oh my God.
He's a guy that, you know, a lot of people nowadays just kind of fling it and wing it, but
Yeah.
Orny's a guy who meticulously sits down and structures a joke and structures an act and
Writes 2-3 hours a day. Wakes
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
Wow.
coffee. And like I remember one time I was at the Improv and he goes, I got to do this avocado bit.
yeah.
And I go, why? I wrote it today.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes, I have no punchline for it. I have no idea how it's going to go. But he's really a real comic. I think he's a real comic.
he really is.
He's hard to follow, too. When he's on fire, dude, that guy's great. But so are you.
Well, me and Orny have a thing. He actually just texted me the other day saying no one can follow me, and I said I can, no problem. Because he knows this. I like following guys that are really good.
You do.
Because it makes me kick it up a notch. You know, I love it.
But also, you are so. Honestly, I can't. This is the honest truth. There's no one on planet Earth that I can compare you to. I mean, it's like your crowd work is insane. Like, I have no idea. Do you make that? I mean, I have no. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't even like. You know what I mean? Hey, sweetie, are you smiling, or do you have mashed potatoes in your earlobes? You know what I mean?
Wait, that's your impression of him?
I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean?
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic Harland.
Yeah, you have finger feet for feet. You know what I mean? I don't know. What am I? You know what I mean? But I can't do it. He does it.
You should try it.
Yeah, hey, well, I'm doing it right now.
Good.
Hey, your orange is like the oranger than most orange. But if that's how you're gonna go, call Trump. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you make up?
Thank you. I don't know, man. I just let it come over me. I sort of open my mouth and let stuff fly out.
Yeah.
I try not to think of it. I let it just channel through me, whatever it is, whatever.
And you accuse people of doing things that they're not doing. Like, you'll go, excuse me, sir, can you not look at me?
Yeah.
Or excuse me, don't clap. You're clapping too loud, sir.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know what I mean?
Anything goes. Yeah. I just like to make it up in the moment, man. And
so you don't write your shit?
I've never written down a joke. No. I've never written down a joke.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't believe in it. I find the process of doing stand-up, picturing someone writing, and I hope Orny doesn't kill me for this, but picturing somebody writing or typing a joke, it's too technical to me. For me, it's all about flow. It's just about the spirit, like you were saying earlier, you know. It's just, so I approach it from a different vantage point.
But you do have an idea, right? Like when you're driving to the club, you'll go, you know, I'm going to talk about, you know what I mean? The backs of owls. I don't know what you talk about.
Sometimes, you know, a lot of the times I write my stuff sitting, watching, waiting to go on stage. So we usually get there 15, 20 minutes early. And
Why'd you look at it like that?
I felt a real, like...
Yeah, tell me about it.
I don't know. Is it leprosy? I felt like something just dropped off your body.
Psoriasis.
Oh, that's
psoriasis.
close. Okay. Like leprosy junior.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Carl's junior.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But
Yeah, never driven by a leprosy junior. Anyway.
but I imagine a guy with leprosy working at a drive-through. Like he hands you your bag and his hand comes with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it back.
Yeah.
Because I would just, like it's some sort of like prize, like a Happy Meal.
Well, I'd be afraid to open my bag of food because his hand would still be clawed, and you'd have to like go like this to get into your fries and your burger.
Yeah, that would be traumatic for me, I think.
And just that he didn't do the friendly wave goodbye. Hey, thanks for coming in. But
With his good hand?
just be a nub. You know? Be like, yeah,
Oh, it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, I never think about. Why do you think of stuff like that?
He makes me
Right?
right. Guy.
He's a conduit for insanity.
Yeah.
Right? He just gives an energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, dude, when you talk in there, right? You got to make sure it's on because when you open your mouth and no one can hear you, it looks foolish.
I told Gilbert to turn it on. You know, I told him I was going to be on a heater this time. So
Okay.
Oh.
He did stand up like 10 times.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. You have to watch. It's so bad.
I think I'd rather not.
I mean, does he seem funny to you?
I don't know. I don't know you. I've just met him. So
Just based on his energy now.
I feel like he has a good sense of humor. Yeah.
Okay,
He has
good.
a good, funny disposition. Yeah.
All right.
Good vibes coming
Yeah.
off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he fucks good?
Man, I don't know. I'll think about that tonight when I'm in the van with the priest. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You never know how people
Fuck.
plow. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You say plow.
Yeah, plow.
Plow is the scientific term.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
plow's
correct
just
term.
more organic. It's
I've
like,
always said that. Plow through pussy.
Yeah.
oh,
Plow is the correct term. Thank you for saying that.
what? How do you say the whole thing?
When plow through pussy, when a man goes through, a lot of sex partners, I just say plow through pussy.
You've never heard
Not-
You've never
no.
heard that?
No.
Either on board or not.
What
on
have you
board with
heard?
Plowing.
Well, I've never heard that,
Yeah.
but that's
There's like
wild.
farming and stuff implied to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you need like a John Deere tramp stamp. Right?
Yeah. Vuori, Vuori. Guys, oh my God. I discovered Vuori because I like to be comfortable and I like to wear comfortable things, and everything they make is pure comfort.
Well, let me tell you, when Bobby first started doing yoga, like during the pandemic, we couldn't find anything for him to do yoga in, like a men's line of like yoga shorts and things that would allow for really bigger movements during workouts.
Bigger movements.
Bigger
We'll say
movements.
bigger movements.
And we stumbled onto this brand Vuori, and oh my God, they just have the best stuff. It's high quality stuff. I love every single item in their inventory.
Amazing
I'm in
catalog.
love with it.
Great catalog for sure.
And oh my God, they have these lounge shorts. These lounge shorts, I swear to you guys, the softest things I have ever put on my body.
Everything is designed to work out in this clothing, but doesn't feel or look like it. So freaking comfortable, you'll want to wear it all the time. I'm telling you guys, seriously, it's more comfortable than whatever you're wearing right now. The product is incredibly versatile. It can be used for just about any activity like running, training, swimming, yoga, etc., but also great for lounging or weekend errands. And I love to go to like Best Buy and wearing my Vuori. Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at vuori.com/belly.
That's VUORI.com/belly. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to vuori.com/belly and discover the versatility of Vuori clothing.
Brooklinen. You guys, you don't know comfort. You don't know sleeping if you don't have Brooklinen stuff in your house.
We're a Brooklyn household. We have been for years. Everything in this home, the sheets, the towels, the loungewear. We are just a Brooklyn loving household.
Brooklinen launches new products, colors, and patterns all the time for their sheets, towels, and robes. Think bold pops of color and adventurous prints, with some limited edition collections selling out in as little as 1 month. Whether you sleep hot throughout the summer or year-round, make your entire bed feel like cool side of the pillow with Brooklinen's signature crisp, breathable classic percale sheets, and replace your heavy winter bedding with their lightweight comforters for their ultimate breezy, light as a cloud feel.
And guys, it's not us just saying that. It's 100,000 five-star reviews also saying that around the world. So you don't have to just take our word for it. Just look at the reviews. You'll understand why people love these sheets and why we love them as well. So head over to Brooklinen today to keep your cool at home and on the go all summer long. Go to brooklinen.com. Use promo code TIGER20 to get $20 off plus free shipping on your purchase of $100 or more. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Enter promo code TIGER20 for $20 off plus free shipping. And to all my LA folks, you can try and feel the comfort in real life. You can now shop Brooklinen sheets, towels, and more in person at their new Santa Monica store. Check it out.
Yeah.
Like the people you could not meet.
Yeah. So Henri. I think Brad Pitt's one of those. I don't want to meet him.
Yeah, but Henri's really great with fans because I
I
have
don't
a
give a
couple
shit.
friends who have like hugged him in pictures. Like I know he's super gracious with fans. So you missed the opportunity.
Here's the thing: if I saw LeBar James or any of these other guys, right?
Labar.
What's his name? I don't even know. Like old timey blacks who we did the first thing with. Was it Warren Sacks? I don't care. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and I'll go barbecuing with him or go fishing.
He loves the fish.
I know. I can tell.
You could tell?
Yeah, he's old timey.
But you know, this is how it feels. Like imagine if someone were to like butcher like Sir Alex Ferguson's name, and it
Yeah.
was like, who the hell is he? Or like
I respect them. I know if I saw LeBron James, I would just bow, respect. I go,
You have to apologize to Warren Sapp for saying his name like that.
Warren Sapp. I know who he is. I just
No,
think
it's
a
not
joke.
plural.
There's two of them. There's not two of them.
The twins, the Sapp
Warren
twins.
Sapp.
Yeah.
And he's a legend. I Googled him, and I
You did?
understand.
Okay.
And I love him. And if I saw him, I'll give him a big hug.
Okay.
And I give him his props.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah, he's Heisman,
didn't win the Heisman.
whatever. But all those things.
Yes.
All those things that they do.
Yes.
I understand what it is.
Super Bowl champion.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Bigger than I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
What I'm saying is.
TR.
it just-
Sir Alex Ferguson. You
I didn't
shit.
say Sir Alex Ferguson.
Oh, okay. I thought
He's not a no. He's not no because he's a Manchester.
right. He's
United
not an
guy.
Arsenal. No. But
Right.
so
No.
who
So,
from
so
Arsenal?
Arsene Wenger. I don't think I'd ever want to meet.
Is there anybody in Hollywood?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brad Pitt. So here
And?
we go. Barack Obama. Would never want to meet.
What's up, Barry? You wouldn't?
No, Barry. No, Barry.
No?
No, I wouldn't want to meet him. I don't ever want to meet. I mean, it's such a. Oh yeah, here's another one.
Okay.
I don't think I would like what Sebastian does. I don't think I'd ever want to meet those greats.
Like the Pesci.
The Pesci, De Niro,
Pesci,
Pacino.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The greats.
You say it like my dad. My dad used to go. You know who's a great actor?
Yeah.
Joe Pesci.
yeah.
Who said it like
Yeah.
that?
I
Didn't
don't.
you meet Lou Reed?
I didn't meet him. I chased him down the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't meet him.
Insane.
I saw him. I was like, ah! I screamed. I chased him down.
But see, he's one of your number one.
He's dead.
So
I know, but-
Scorsese, you'd be like, I don't want to meet him.
No. And I would. Yeah. I would. I probably wouldn't even probably do his movies even.
What?
If he offered you a role,
You wouldn't do a Scorsese?
Well, I've
movie?
never seen an Asian guy in it.
There's probably one.
Give me one
There
Asian
might
guy-
be one more. I think
Give me
he's gonna do
one Asian guy
more.
that's been in a Scorsese movie.
Well, there's one of them took place in like the railroads. I think. No.
There's no railroad Scorsese movie.
Which one?
The one about the Dalai Lama.
There you go.
Boom.
Wait.
Yeah,
Boom?
you're right. You're right.
What do you mean? Scorsese did a movie about the Dalai Lama?
Yes. This is.
What was it called?
It was like in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, it's like a
I don't know. You have to IMDb it. It's.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
yeah for sure.
Yeah.
Well, about a Scorsese
100%.
movie that people seen.
No,
Like a classic.
It did well.
Okay.
It was solid.
Kundun, Kundun.
You've seen that.
It's fantastic.
You have it. So let's think of. But there's some stars. Where, you know what? You're right though. I think I could because when I did, first of all, Borderlands trailer came out today, and I'm in it.
Nice.
So thank you. So when I did that movie, there was a bunch of stars.
Who
in
do
it.
you play in it?
Just a
Asian guy?
soldier.
Oh, soldier guy. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm in it with a bunch of big stars, and when I did it, I wasn't intimidated at all. Oh, Kundun. Oh, I saw that. And he's Asian.
He is Asian.
Yeah.
As an Asian,
Yeah.
What if he asked to recast that right now with you?
as
Would you not
as a
do
kid,
it?
Let me
is
see if I
older.
can do the face.
Kundun.
There he is.
Right?
Yeah.
Kundun older.
Kundun
He's
all
in the
grown.
city now. Things aren't going well. You know what I mean? It's a romantic comedy. He's a virgin. That life's past. Right? Let's do that. Anyway, we got to go. But Tom Segura, give him.
Wait, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't drink anymore, but I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
When I went to the after party at the MGM Grand,
Yeah.
we went to the after party,
Yeah.
and I was walking around, people were drinking Osos. I had a friend there too that was drinking
Yeah.
Osos and stuff, and I asked her, I go, "How's this vodka compared to all the vodka?" She goes, "You know, quite honestly, Bobby, best vodka I've ever had."
Yeah.
And I was walking around the party, and I have to the atmosphere with Osos. I've been to vodka parties before, dude. I'm not even smiling. I'm not even doing a joke. I know you guys are going, well, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm listening.
I've been to parties and bars where they've served the vodka, right? I've never been to more of a merry, charismatic, joyous party than the one that you invited me to.
Thanks.
And it's all because of Por Osos, Vodka Coast, Texas made, my friend.
It's a real deal. Some people were like, oh, you just threw your name on a thing, and they don't know. That,
They're
like-
rude.
Well, they're rude. They don't get that, like, you can do that. We were approached to do that, where somebody just goes, here's the thing. You want to slap your name on it? We did it the other way, where we developed the vodka, we developed the branding, the bottle, the design. We went through, like, dozens and dozens of different options. So we made this from ground, from nothing. Built the whole thing up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Like the Millennium Falcon.
We made it happen, dude.
Yeah.
I hope people like it. It goes on sale in March, California, Nevada, Texas, and Florida.
Oh, can I say nothing about the Osos?
Yeah.
Your staff
Yes.
was the nicest staff that I've ever worked with.
Really?
Yeah, they were always, because I was always lost. And whenever I saw the Osos, they would go, oh, come here. This is the way to go to the bathroom and stuff. No, they just I'm being real. They were just a really
good.
They made me feel at home. So what I'm saying is the whole company is great.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. And
I'm the one on the left.
have you ever fought? Last question. Have you ever gotten in a fight with Bert, like a screaming match?
Screaming match, no. Disagreements where we have to sit down
And have a talk.
Yes.
And to hash things out.
Yeah, and it always works out that way.
Good.
It's a good way to like figure things out. You have to just.
Anyway, I gotta go. He's gotta go. Give Tom Segura a round of applause.
Thank you.
Ay makabulol Purong kaya madugdog na bimbola Syukumuki ay ito'y ito Syukuluki muki sa laman Feed ang bukugani ay makabulol Purong kaya madugdog na bimbola Syukumuki ay ito'y ito
Okay. This is great. This is great.
First, let's say I also messaged you with David Chang.
Great one.
Yeah, and I messaged you with him, and he was like,
Can I also this, dude, with you?
Yeah.
Here's another thing with you, dude.
yeah.
And we've talked about this before. Why is it that you have this ability, like, no matter where we are, if there's a Chinese guy carrying luggage, whatever job they have, he always goes, hey, let's talk, damn. like we're going to talk, like we're going to go, oh, yeah, it's Philip Yang from from the meeting or whatever, right? You do that. You send me a voicemail and like also fucking videos of like, hey, I'm at the airport. And I ran into this Asian guy. Do you know him? And it's insane. So anyway, so then and then everybody that you have on your podcast is Asian. You send me videos.
Yeah.
Like I'm with your friend, right? And so then, what David Chang was fine, right?
Great. He's fantastic. Yeah.
Love him. But Roy Choi, okay, I'm going to say this, okay? And fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, man. All right?
So Roy, fucking sweet, awesome dude.
The best.
The best. And we're at Best Friend, his place.
Also
at
the best.
MGM, it's at MGM Park MGM.
Yeah, Park MGM.
And he also opened a food truck there now. Him and Jon Favreau opened one in Park MGM that is like inspired, I think, by part of the film, the chef film that he made. Dude, unfucking real. So we're hanging out, we're making food in his kitchen for Bert's Something Burning show. And then, you come up and he's like, oh, fucking love. He goes, I love Bobby. And I was like, yeah, he's coming. He's doing the show tomorrow because he had to fly out. We were like, are you coming to the show?
Oh, every time I'm there, you can say I ate there 2 months ago too.
Yeah,
at Friend, right? Mm-hmm. Never showed up.
Well, he
never showed up.
He might not have been in Vegas though.
Doesn't matter.
But also, he took care of your entire bill.
That's true.
Okay, that's an.
I'm not a liar.
Okay,
and I'm gonna agree with everything that's real right now.
I'm
so
scrolling through the text message.
We told him we're like Bobby's on the show tomorrow, and then he's like he goes, I'm leaving I'm flying out right after this, otherwise I would go. And then he goes, you want to know something about Bobby? He goes, he fucking big time me. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm at this party, and then he says it on camera. He goes, I walk up and I'm like, what's up, man? And he goes, not right now. Not right now.
Oh my!
he goes like, I'm a fan, and I'm like, Bobby, it's me. He's like, like I'm doing my own thing, man.
That's
Please tell me there's another version.
There isn't another version.
You fucking idiot.
Tell me. Go ahead. Tell your version.
Stop scrolling, by the way.
Oh,
'Cause there's nothing that you're gonna find that's gonna.
She already found it. Go ahead.
All right. Let's cut to the scenario.
Okay.
Did that happen at a Coffee Bean or a Starbucks? I'm asking you a question.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did it happen on a park bench on a sunny day? Right?
Yeah.
No. It happened at Jay Park's rowdy, dark club party in Koreatown. It's fucking midnight, dude. Right? Boom, 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 boom. So many Asians.
That's yeah.
Right? So I'm going to say something. When I see Asians in the wild,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
they're mixed with whites, blacks, and Mexicans.
Yeah.
And sometimes the other colors. Okay? And so I can, right?
Yeah.
Identify, process, right?
You're like,
But in a only Korean club, only Asians, it's like walking to a house of mirrors.
Yeah.
It could have been a different shaped person of me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at right. I don't know what's going on.
It's almost like
my computerized filter in my mind, like the Terminator thing.
Yeah.
Is working so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like grabbing the shots and analyzing, right? So there's so much of that going, right? It's in the dark as well, right? And Roy Choi doesn't realize that 50 people
Yeah.
within the last 10 minutes had come up and wanted a photo. I was tired of it. In the dark, I'm sitting there in the darkness, right? And look up, and I don't even look at the person.
Yeah.
No, I'm being real. I don't even look at the person. He's like, hey, I go, not right now, man. I'm going to say this right now. Asians sometimes look the same.
Wow.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Don't you have like a horn drop or something?
I know. In the darkness, they kind of do.
So like,
But all white people look the same in the darkness.
There we go.
But he had a moment of dread. So he goes into his car after the party and he calls me and he's like, I think I fucked up. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I think Roy Choi like tried to say hi to me and I was really rude.
so wait, does that mean to take what you're saying right now that you have a realization within moments that it's him? Like what
No, he goes, it's Roy Choi.
Oh, okay. You didn't,
Yeah, it wasn't a realization.
It's me, the chef.
Yeah.
So wait, and then when he says that, what do?
Like, and then I look and I go, oh, fuck, yeah, you are.
Wait,
Okay.
Of course.
wait, but then you call me.
Oh, my God. I swear.
And then you say-
I will end the podcast permanently if you don't watch your fucking mouth right now.
Okay.
You say, Khalyla, you have to do me a huge favor. You have to fix this for me. I'm like, what do I have to fix? And you said, please text Roy Choi and tell him how sorry I am. And I'm really embarrassed. So here's the correspondence between me and Roy.
This is so good.
I said, hey, chef. Bobby said he saw you the other night at Dum's event, but didn't realize it was you until he got in the car and that he's very sorry.
That's not why. What, you said that?
I was trying to fix it for you.
But that's wrong.
But I was given limited information. And
I
then
didn't realize it later. Are you on your mind?
and then Roy says this. He almost punched me because he thought I was a fan trying to be on his shit.
Feels like we need to go back to the story for a second. Did you get violent?
This isn't house comedy or what you're doing. What's your mom's house?
Your mom's house.
Your mom's house, all right?
Yeah.
It's not that. All right? You're at Tiger Belly, dude. All right? I'm the captain.
Okay.
All right? Everyone, when we leave here, you're the captain.
Okay.
I'll give you that, right? But in here, dude, don't talk to me like that. So
Did you?
so what do you say?
Did you get violent though?
Violent?
He said you almost punched me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then I said, oh no, haha, he was super embarrassed. He wanted me to tell you.
Did
He was embarrassed?
No, I said, you were embarrassed. Bobby, you were freaking out on the phone. You were like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
did he respond to that? Was he like, oh,
Yeah,
it was good?
yeah. He's like, "Oh,
Roy,
good."
if you're listening, all right. Number one, if it was Brian T, Sung Kang, I'm just rattling off Asian dudes I know, right?
Yeah.
Peter, I don't know, Rick Yoon,
Yeah.
right?
Jackie Chan. I'm just giving. I'm giving you.
What is
I'm
it
just
with you
trying-
people with Jackie Chan? all
I'm
of
just
a
trying to
sudden?
give you another name. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's like when do people bring up Jackie Chan? It's like, what?
So there was no apology really in between. And you were like, I want to go eat at his restaurant. And he then took care of you, despite the fact that you almost
everything's
punched him.
Fine. Everything's fine.
All right, I'm sorry, Roy. I'm gonna say number one. All right, it was a great time at your restaurant. Number two, I'm a huge fan. Number three, no, this is real. And number three, yeah, I'll make it up to you. That's all I can say. And I don't want to talk about this anymore. So anyway, so that you did that. What else? That's it. That's my resentment. Here's the good things you've done.
Okay.
You've invited me to things. I really appreciate it. I really do.
You did Hawaii too.
You had me do a show with you in Hawaii. That was a magical night.
How about that pop when you got up there? That was pretty.
Pop
crazy.
City, USA,
It
dude.
was Pop City.
Yeah.
And then the pop in Vegas was.
Not as big as Shane's, but good pop. And here's another. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Here's another resentment. Thank you for bringing that up. Here's another resentment. Let me ask you something, bud. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I just have these feelings.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I show up Saturday.
Yeah.
Big show. 14,000, 15,000 people. Lineup is you and Bert Kreischer, Trevor Wallace, me and Shane Gillis doing guest spots. What a great show.
Great show.
Lady comes up to me and she says, all right, so here's the order. Trevor, Shane, you, and then the boys. And I go, interesting.
This is Saturday night?
Before the show. No, this is Friday. Because,
Friday.
Friday, because remember I asked, I got on my hands and knees and I begged you.
I already changed it.
No. Remember I begged you?
Yes.
Okay. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, this seemed like a good thing. Like, come on down to Vegas, right? They're going to love you. But then they put me after the man who's right now in the comedy zeitgeist and in everybody's zeitgeist.
Having a moment.
He's having a moment in his career,
Yeah.
right? I'm a huge Shane Gillis fan, good friend. And you have me follow him in front of 15,000 people. Let me ask you something real quick, okay?
Yeah.
What is your thinking behind that that lineup?
I think you're strong, and I don't think it would be a problem for you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I ask you another question, my friend?
Sure.
You heard my pop, right?
What? I heard
my
your
pop.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear his?
Yeah, I heard his pop.
Yeah. And just be realistic. And no, let's not lie to each other.
Okay.
We're friends and stuff.
Okay.
His is bigger?
He had a good pop.
Not just a poop. I felt the energies of historical men and women, right?
It was a
throughout
wild
time.
pop. It was a wild
run
pop.
through my body.
It was to the point, his pop was to the point where he had to tell the crowd that it was making him uncomfortable.
I know.
And
I know.
and he was clearly shaken by it for the first
Yeah.
minute of his set.
Yeah. It was because I'm the one that brought him up.
Yeah.
So when I said his name,
And he also said he has a special out called Dangerous Dogs.
It's not?
It's called Beautiful Dogs. So we were all laughing about that in the hallway. But what? Here's the thing. When you came up to me and you said, I want to switch that order. I was like, yeah, okay.
yeah, it wasn't a big thing.
It wasn't a big thing at all.
I think I got on my hands and knees too early.
I think you made it.
I should ask first.
Yeah.
I
it
went
was
to
just-
blowjob first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I should have asked first. Yeah, but it was really easy.
Really easy.
Made me feel like a coward, but fuck it. In those circumstances, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. You still let's just say this. Instead of, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Of joy.
Yeah. You had a crazy pop. They didn't know you were on the show. You had a crazy
No,
pop.
it was, I'll be honest with you, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. I just be real for a second. I've had a tough. Last year was the toughest year of my life, and I needed it. And I'll tell you why. Because sometimes you do your own shows, and I know that my fans are coming, right? But not necessarily. I think we cross fans, but I think we don't sometimes too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cheer that I got from the people was just like so gracious. And they were truly excited to see me. I remember walking to the stage.
Yeah.
And you can't even comprehend, because let's be honest, before podcasting, I was a 300-seat, 500-seat club guy. And the most I would get is Schaumburg Improv, which is like 550 or 600, which is huge for me. When I used to sell it out, I was so grateful.
Fucking, you're like Howie Mandel in that way. Howie Mandel has to constantly
Might
be
be
doing.
signing a deal with him.
I love him.
Yeah.
One of the greatest guys. But he's constantly moving. Like if you go to a studio, he's like, you got to see this, and look at this. What
That's
we're
what
doing.
he did for us,
Like
yeah.
that whole hologram thing that he's doing. Look at this hologram. You stand there, and it's just you can't just we haven't even started the podcast.
We haven't introed the show yet.
We haven't introed the show or anything, and you're giving us a fucking history lesson, man.
I like it.
I like it too. I learned a lot.
love it.
I learned a lot. I learned so much.
My stepdad was my high school history teacher,
Nice.
so I like
You think you ever hooked up with any of the students?
my mom.
She was a high school student when they. How you guys doing?
No,
Everything?
no, no, let me start the fucking podcast.
You-
Get me started.
You fucked up his history flow.
No, I loved it.
It was
Okay.
great.
Yeah, but there was a time though I was like, I love this, but
Shut up.
no, I was just like, I just kind of want to move on.
Oh,
That's what happens with history usually. You want to move on. But the reason I love it is because it's cyclical. You're seeing what all that stuff
I
happened
know
now.
it's so crazy.
This Abe, Japanese prime minister being shot, looks feels very similar to how World War I started.
Wow.
Franz got shot, and then now all these countries are already everyone's starting to get fucking nervous now.
Before we move on, I don't want to jump off the history wagon just yet. What are your thoughts? Are you like in the know in regards to the new Philippine president, Bongbong Marcos?
His name is Bong Marcos.
Yeah.
Bong, yeah.
No, I don't. I actually don't know anything about him. Other
You
than
do
he
know
probably
about-
has small hands.
Ooh, okay.
How do you spell bong bong?
Bongbong?
B-O-G, B-O-N-G.
Bongbong.
All one
Bong
word.
bong.
All one word.
Bong Bong.
Is bong fine? I mean, can you call him bong or will you have to
No.
go bong bong or you'll
It's
get
bong
mad?
bong. Filipinos
What's
are
up,
all
bong?
about- No.
Bong bong.
Bong Bong.
Bong bong. All right, my bad.
You have to double it up all the time in the
Is
Philippines.
he
In the
conservative, liberal? What's his politics?
He's a Marcos. He's Imelda Marcos' son.
Ah, okay. So yeah, is
That's
that a
it.
woman
Yeah,
on the
they're
left?
both. Are they both CGI bong bongs?
Yeah.
Oh, bong bong's two people.
No.
Oh, you're bong and
Wait,
bong.
which
What
one
the
is
fuck
the-
is? What am I
Here,
looking
here,
at?
Is the leader of Philippines trans? Who is that?
Yeah.
That's Bongbong.
That's a man.
Is that a woman on the left? You don't know.
What, yeah, I don't know what is going on here.
It's a coin flip.
To me, they're all
That's
women.
it. That's it right here.
That's bong bong.
So then who's the person on the left?
I believe is
That is no. I think that's Sarah Duterte, which is the daughter of.
And she's a guy?
She's a VP.
Veep. Yeah.
Yeah, when they just all breed with each other, they just all look the same. I think. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 If he looks, the Filipino president looks like he could be okay, but I guess there's a darkness behind him, right?
Yeah, 'cause he's
But who's worse, bong bong or Duterte?
We don't know yet. We're about to find
Because
out.
Duterte was a bad guy, right?
Diorte, yeah, they used to kill people. Diorte is the one who used to kill citizens in the street,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like shoot them in the when they were swimming in the ocean.
But what were they
Yeah.
doing? That's the
That's
question.
exactly that's the question, and that's what the question that
Question
we all
you
have
have
to
to
ask.
ask. But why?
Yeah,
For
swimming.
gay?
They're swimming.
I say gay. ¿Qué pasó?
Anyway, go ahead.
5.
Now, 4. Welcome to another episode of. We're just starting now.
It's 25 minutes.
We're just fucking.
Oh,
Starting.
is all of that unusable?
No, we're gonna. Oh no! It's a hit.
That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's a hit. We're opening the way we're opening with that, right? But now we're gonna do the intro because
There
I
you go.
can't do it. I have to do it. I have to do the intro.
Okay.
I don't know why I do. I just have to. It's like an itch.
It's like a compulsion.
It's a compulsion to do it.
That's fine.
Yeah. I would love to dive into history with you. There's many things I have to ask.
We
Yeah,
can ask them all.
I will ask them all. But why? I mean, how do you know? Did you went to history class?
I love history. I went to
History school?
I was a history minor in college. I love history. I'm fascinated with it. You know, I think I like history.
Yeah.
I've been trying to think about this. I think about this a lot. I really get deep into thought when on the toilet bowl or masturbating. That's when
Right.
when I was masturbating the other night, I was like, why do I like history so much? And I think it's because it's the only place that I love that never changes. It's a constant. It can't change. I could change my story about how I interpret the facts, but the facts don't change. It is there. It is always going to be the same, and it calms my anxiety to just know that the way I remember it is I can check up on that, and it's always going to be that way because that's what happened. It's history.
Yeah,
I
you
like
also-
that.
But here's why I don't like history too. Is it seems as if we never learn from our history. It keeps repeating itself, right? I mean, if you watch Chernobyl, the TV show,
Right.
and then you watch the documentary on 3 Mile Island, right?
Right.
It's just the same kind of vibe. It's just like even the stuff that's going on in our government and what's going on with the, it just reminds me of the past, and I feel like human beings don't evolve, we don't change, and human nature is greed, human nature is power, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
I mean, Socrates said it
Go ahead.
2,000 years ago. People will be people. Always.
People and Depeche
People will
Mode,
be people.
Depeche Mode
too.
said that too.
Depeche Mode said
People
that.
are people,
People.
so why should it?
Yep. You
Something
and
like that. Yeah, I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but
What do you think about
David
when-
Gahan, what's up?
Martin Gore?
No,
Martin Gore.
but who's the lead?
Is that
singer?
Al's son?
Yeah, David. Yeah.
What? David Gahan is.
Yeah. But what do you think about when you masturbate, Bobby?
Pussy.
Not you. Your history. History
I
gets you.
very, 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 very rarely think about having sex with a woman.
I'm
when
sorry, I'm
So it's just
simple-minded.
history. So history just.
Not necessarily history. I would say when I masturbate, it's usually blank. It's just blank.
Oh, it's a blank slate.
Yeah, I don't really think about.
Oh, you're like an artist.
Yes. I don't
Right, you're
think
like
about-
Rembrandt.
I would say, you ready for this? The network, the channel that I've mastered, the background noise that I've masturbated to the most in my life by far is ESPN. 100%.
Whose
For a
voice?
second.
Whose voice?
Huh?
What show and whose voice?
Scott Van Pelt.
No, not Scott Van Pelt. Well, oldie but goodie, R.I.P. Stuart Scott. I would
Okay,
always,
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. His voice soothing, R.I.P. Never really the female. Once in a while, I jerk off a little bit to females tennis. Sometimes I jerk off to the WNBA because it makes me think about my dad.
Wait,
Why? In what way? In what way?
No, I'm saying because
No, in what way?
Well, I will say,
In what way? Yeah.
because my dad, this is what he used to do. If I would have a bad basketball game
Yeah.
or a bad practice, he would make it a point to take me to either a WNBA New York Liberty game or a women's high school game and be like, look at these girls, they're fucking better than you. Look, they can do it. He would say, you're low. That's a girl and she's better than you. How does that make you feel? He'd make me
Wow.
sit there with my dick in between my legs and sit on my nutsack.
Oh wow. Really, he was like that?
No, he wasn't. He would do that a couple of times. It's funny, but he was very adamant about you need to, like, you're not practicing
up.
hard enough. Yeah, he would hit me with a broom when we would have all types of drills, basketball drills that we do, shooting drills, dribbling drills, and he would always hit me with a broom.
Oh.
He'd throw some, baseball. He was my baseball coach. If I was sitting there, just with looking into fucking space at butterflies, whatever, playing shortstop, he'd throw a ball at me as hard as he could. Then one time he hit me in the chest.
Oh.
First time I got.
Did you ever
balls to the
cry? Do you
chest.
ever cry at home? Like
Oh, yeah.
in your room alone?
I remember one time I got hit by a pitch. I was maybe in 5th grade. I got hit by a pitch, and I collapsed at home plate, crying. Hit by my dad walks out. My dad slowly walks out. I hear the slam of you keep score. Fucking slam the book down because look at my gay son crying at home plate. So then he's like, get up, get the fuck up. And I'm
Really?
like, okay. So then
Really?
we're walking slowly. He's like, you're fucking embarrassing me. Get up.
Oh, man.
Get up. It's just your back.
So
Get up.
there's from Hollywood or in shows, I just automatically kind of get intimidated, right? And this is back then, right? And I don't know what happened, but in the last 3 or 4 years, it shifted for me, and I feel like I belong.
That's good.
Right?
You do
So it's
belong.
like now I can lock eyes with Rachel Bielson and give her a hug and be human about it. But before, I just brought baggage and all these weird perceptions with me to relate.
Rachel Bilson, why would that?
What?
Why would you use that name? You
Because I just saw her.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like I hung out with her. You know what I mean?
Did
But-
you go out with her?
No, I just went to her house and I did her podcast, but we hung out a little bit. She's a nice lady.
Some of that is the comic thing, right? When you're a comic, you just feel a little different.
That's what I mean. That you do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
know exactly what you're
And now because of podcasting, and now that our worlds are opening up, now we're getting introduced to rock stars because we've had some rock stars on the show and other actors, and now I'm booking stuff that's high level stuff with other stars, and I feel like I'm a part of it, and I feel the same. But for many years, I didn't feel that way.
Right.
I felt like I was this dirty comic from the Comedy Store that told dick jokes, and it was a self-esteem thing. But I think that's what you were reading, John.
But no, but in all serious, I mean, that was a serious, beautiful,
Yeah.
self-realization.
And then, you know what? I just realized
But-
your eyebrows,
Yeah, Harry.
pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did
but-
you always know you were good looking?
That's a weird. I mean, that's
Keep doing that. Keep
I wasn't. I mean, I
Grill.
wasn't when I was. Everybody says, "Oh, I was an awkward thing," but no. Does that make sense? But you don't think of that,
Of
And
course.
then now people say it or something. I'm old too.
I guess my question is, do good-looking people realize how good-looking they are?
Well,
Do you?
Do you? Yeah. See, we both.
Yeah,
I
you're
realize-
good looking.
I
so-
realize
no,
I am.
no, not at all.
I realize I am all the time. I just know it.
No, you have the same energy thing that I have. You literally have the energy thing that.
Ouch.
I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you, dude. When it comes to Greek dudes, and I've googled it, right?
Yeah.
You're not good.
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
But your person, in terms of looks,
Yeah.
but your personality has the same as I do.
Right.
And so when you said that about me, I was being defensive. But what I'm saying is that I relate to it.
We are brothers.
We are the same. We're uglies.
Yeah.
Have you always
Yeah.
got attractive women like you
Yes,
are? Yeah?
always.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
that
have.
must
Even
give you
his
confidence.
girlfriends before me were stunning.
Really? Yeah.
Stunning.
I bet.
Yeah, but I know that I have to bring that extra thing to the
too.
table.
Yeah, I
right.
gotta bring it. We got to bring it
But
all
dude,
the time.
but let me say something.
Yeah.
Without the rejection of society and the rejection of women earlier on in my life, I would have had no motivation
Right. There
you go.
to work on that aspect of my personality.
Right. There you
go.
Right. And to walk through fear to do stand-up because when I was 23 years old, that was the scariest thing to even consider doing. I was living in San Diego, I had no money, you know what I mean? I signed up to this open, I was trembling, right?
Yeah.
I walked up there, I was jittery, but without the rejection, it's like, I gotta get pussy!
Right.
I gotta get pussy!
Right.
How else?
And that was what it was. Money, I have no money!
Right.
So that's what it was.
Right.
My bad.
I had
got
a-
so emotional.
the first
no,
time-
no.
Yeah.
I felt it. I felt
Thank
that.
you, thank
Yeah.
you.
There was some girl early on when I was kind of just, I think, transitioning from a caterpillar to a butter. I was a gawky, weird kid, and some girl said that she thought I was cute, wanted to go out with me, and she was the hottest girl. And so I was at this block with these block parties, and I was at like the shitty house, and the cool guys just were at the other houses. And I just started telling her, "Oh, so and so wants to go out with me, so and so." And it traveled down a few houses to her boyfriend, who was down at the cool, football place.
Yeah.
And he comes and knocks on the window, and I said, "Yeah," roll down the window, boom, punches me in the face, boom, 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 like this.
No.
Terrible. And it was so, horrifically. It just made I was so embarrassed and so hurt. It was back before you could say bullies and hey, I'm being counselors, whatever.
It must have been traumatic.
Traumatic.
Bro.
And I was like, and he wanted to beat me up for the longest time. I was afraid at school all the time, and I looked in the mirror. I said, you know what? I gotta take care of this. I gotta do the right thing. I gotta become famous so I could get bodyguards to beat him up back. And every milestone that I got a General Hospital, that motherfucker, I'm gonna invite him to a Beach Boy show, but I'm gonna beat his ass behind the, hold him down, and give him a.
Yeah.
And I finally got over it, but someday I want to go to the whatever bathroom he's cleaning and say thank you.
Yeah.
Really,
But
I had that too.
That's so funny. It's like I've talked to a lot of people in entertainment, and it is that like I'll show you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like it's
it's
that fuel and that. Yeah.
Hate is an underestimated emotion.
I
It can-
love it.
Yeah.
It's a fine line.
It
between-
really motivates you.
But yeah,
It turns you into Rocky. Getting stronger. Were
yeah,
you
we
doing
know
like? Were you like in the
we
mirror?
know the theme song.
I wanted to act it out.
I know, but it's ridiculous.
Can we
I
take
think you're right. I think people are afraid to feel two things, which is like
Getting stronger.
people are afraid to feel anxiety or fear or hatred, but I think all of them are equally as useful as all the
Yes.
positive ones. It's like, no,
Yes.
that's directing you where you need to.
Can we take the callers now? What time
There's
is
no
it?
caller.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. This is not Corolla or whatever.
It's not live. We're not live.
Yeah. But my point, also, but we would never behave, even if I had the power to get revenge on somebody that treated me like shit 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I would never do it.
Right.
Really?
Right?
Because once you achieve the success, you kind of forget about it.
It's not that I won.
Yeah, you won.
To
It's
me,
over. Yeah.
right? I did it, right? And you know what? Those bullies and the people that picked on me. There was this guy named Art in high school.
Well, you went to school in San Diego. You
In
grew up
San Diego, yeah. And the people would just walk up to me, "Hey, Gook," and punch me in the face. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you'd be like, "Whoa!" Right? And they would tell me, "That's a my response." Whoa!
That's terrible.
Yeah. It was
and
rough.
this nowadays too, this Asian hate is coming back, and it's horrific. I can't think of like
terrible.
someone beating my mother-in-law up or something like
so
that.
terrible.
Yeah, it's
Why are you laughing?
It's terrible.
Why? I'm laughing because
My
it's terrible.
Why don't you tell John why you hate the Stop Asian Hate movement?
I think I've. Oh, go ahead. Well,
Why do you bring that up?
I think it's so funny.
All right, but I don't. I like the movement, right? But the reason why I didn't like it,
Because it motivates them to learn karate. You take away the hate.
Very good.
What's going to get them fighting?
yeah, it's because when at the height of the movement,
Right.
all my Asian actor friends, right, and comedians were being asked to do public service announcements, and they never would reach out to me.
oh, that's why.
Right, I want no, I'm being real.
But honestly,
No, I want to be on with George Takei.
Right.
Right?
Hey,
Hello, I'm George
my.
Takei. You know what I mean?
Oh, my.
The Japanese internment camps or whatever. And then me go, "Hi, I'm Bobby." You know what I mean? You shouldn't, do that, what you're doing, or whatever. But they never ask me because they don't think that I have, a car, I would back a cause with them or whatever, right? And so when they don't ask me to do the PSA, I turned against the movement.
All right, us Greeks are asking you to do Stop Greek Hate. Go ahead.
Yeah, stop Greek hate.
Yeah, so
Let's
when
hear
there's
it.
a Greek thing, let me do it.
Yes, we will let you in.
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
But honestly, does and I, did that work? Does that work? Does that going to stop? Like, were any of these kind of?
I think it helps a little, right? But I don't think that, I don't want to dive because we're not a political podcast. But I don't think that anything moves the meter. If you're one way
Yeah,
politically,
right.
What are you kidding?
And you're what?
All Hollywood has to do
Go tell
okay,
us,
make a compilation video right now
Garcia. Let's
of people going, Putin, stop it.
Stop it right now.
You think so?
And it always does. Climate change it always works. That's all it takes.
Climate change. Wait, we haven't stopped that.
I'm being sarcastic again, Bobby.
Sarcasm again. I don't. Your New York Greek sarcasm. I don't.
I think just Stamos here is throwing you off.
Yeah, I think because I'm locked into him.
You're locked in. That's what he does.
Because usually you and I are locked in. We're so not
Yeah,
connected.
I mean, like when he's here, I just feel invisible.
Are your audience? Is the audience going to like this?
They're gonna love it.
This is one of the best ones we've done.
I want an
It's
honest,
crushing
please.
it.
I want an honest
crushing
answer
it.
from you.
Yeah.
Honest answer from you and from you.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been a little bit more favorable about my looks than he has.
Our own animal sanctuary, and we're gonna get married on that property.
Are Khalyla and I invited to the wedding?
Absolutely,
We are going to go 100%.
absolutely.
Right, babe?
It might be the only wedding I look forward to just because it's an animal sanctuary.
We're not having kids because one of my bucket list items was called the vasectomy Olympics.
It's tied up.
Yeah, it's snipped.
It's nipped.
You can
unsnip
reverse
it.
You can extract from the balls.
Extract from the balls.
Yeah, you can't extract. I don't want to.
No,
Go on.
I think you should have children.
No.
Yeah. I honestly think you would be a great father. Listen, because look at how far you've come.
Sure.
No. Here, no. Shut the fuck up for a second. all right?
Close children on
No. Because I believe in a divine.
Sure.
Right? And I literally, it just popped. I'm not even thinking this. Right? Some divine thing just said, convince him to have a child.
Okay.
Because I think that number one, you have so much to teach a youngster. You have so much to mold. I think that you would create an incredible child that will help the world. I think it would help the world and influence the world and shift cultures. And I just think that it's important that you have a child, dude. You're going to have one.
Okay. I mean.
No, my God just said it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I also want to say one last question, all right? I want to talk about your teeth,
Okay.
all right? So, my teeth are all fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
They look fine to me. That's the thing.
No, but you didn't see. It's the front ones you see.
Okay.
I have none in the back.
Okay.
Okay?
He has to chew with the front.
I have the two in the front.
Did you send me a text at one point saying, "Hey, I watched that teeth video"? That
Yes.
you put up? Okay.
Oh, I talk about not texting people.
Well, there you go.
Did I not text that?
One of the best texters.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. And can I tell you how much that meant to me?
Okay, and you're welcome. Okay? But I want to say that when I saw that video about your teeth,
Yeah.
it put me, like, again, with the bonding with the drugs and alcohol, I go, there's something else that we have in common, right? We have fucked up teeth. You were saying on the text, I think, that yours is way worse than mine. I'm pretty sure that's true.
I mean, the sad thing about my teeth, anybody with eyes can see that I have obnoxious fake teeth. What's not clear is that I've had 4 different fucking sets of fake teeth.
Why?
And then in the beginning, it was because they were broken. I broke them. So then I got these crowns. The crowns were like the old old kind of where you could see that black line at the top of them. They were just fucking awful.
Yeah.
And so once I had Jackass the movie come out, at a certain point, I was like, hey, I can afford it. I'm gonna get fucking better looking teeth.
Yeah.
And I was really happy about that. And then, because I think it's because I wasn't flossing, at one point, the little triangle gum part.
Yeah.
Just one day they just fucking disappeared, and I had these huge empty black holes.
Oh.
And I was like, I had these huge empty black holes.
That where black truffles come from?
Right. I mean, dude, it was like it was all I could see. It was all I could see. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my God. And I went to the dentist. It was like, oh, nothing. You just got to get fucking.
What do you say they were?
They're called papillas.
Yeah, fuck. You got the papillas.
Yeah, my
shit.
papillas disappeared, and it happened overnight. And so
wait. They just disappear overnight?
They were just fucking gone one day.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I had these huge, to me, like it's all I could see. And I was like, fuck. And they're like, all you can do is just get your teeth redone so that they can fucking close that gap.
Right.
So that was the next set. And then after that, it was more gum problems. And,
Gingivitis?
I've had gum graft surgery, and it just never.
What? You don't brush?
I do. It actually comes to a point where brushing too much actually will make your gums. I just have fucking terrible disposition for oral hygiene or oral health.
Great skin.
You're
And now,
That's great. Yeah.
now I religiously take care of my just to preserve what little I have left.
Do you have bad breath?
Dude, I did for the longest fucking time, man.
Yeah.
And there are different kinds of bad breath. There are kind of innocent sort of bad breath where it's actually the breath.
Yeah.
And then there's that fucking insidious bacteria that just lives in the mouth. And it's not even the breath. It's just the bacteria just emanating from
That comes from your ball sack. That comes from deep down.
But it comes from not flossing is what it is.
Well, they say over time, bad oral hygiene causes heart problems,
Sure.
right? Because that bacteria then migrates into the valves, and you have mitral valve problems.
For
So
sure.
gum health is directly correlated with heart health.
Right. But it's not that the bacteria in your mouth is coming from within. It starts in your mouth and then it gets into your bloodstream. So it's the other way around.
Yeah. But I know what you're talking about. There's a certain type of breath that you feel comes from the pits of hell.
Do I have that?
It's not even breath. Bad breath will come from within. It's coming out of your lungs or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is bacteria that's just sitting in the mouth, like something fucking crawled behind your tooth and died, and it's just rotting and fucking, it's so bad. And the thing is that our society, it's so taboo, it's so not okay to tell somebody that they have bad breath.
Yeah.
And these people, this is the worst fucking thing about that kind of bacteria is that people who have it don't know that they have it.
Right.
You can't smell it on yourself.
Right.
Right.
And nobody will tell you that you have it.
No, none of your Johnny Knoxville, no one ever said anything?
There was a time when I got in the van with all the Jackass guys, and I sat down, and Wee Man said, "Oh, dude, fucking Steve-O, your breath." And Knoxville's response to that, he just said, "Saying Steve-O has bad breath is like saying Wee Man is short." Because it's all the time.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
What do you?
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the
Clear analogy.
Right. Of course it hurt. Of course it hurt.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand what the indicated action was to address it. That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Because I had experience when I was, I would say 19, 20, and I was this fucking homeless loser, and my mom periodically would allow me to stay at her house.
Yeah.
And
this is before or after clown college?
Before clown college.
Okay.
And I was, and I'd wake up, I'd brush my teeth, and then my mom would say, "Dude, your fucking breath's disgusting." I said, "Mom, I just brushed my teeth." She goes, "Yeah, your fucking breath's disgusting." I should have figured it out that it's no matter how much you no matter how much you brush, you're not going to get to it unless you floss. Some people can get away with not flossing, some people cannot, and I was one of the people that cannot. And if anybody listening to this is wondering, do I have that? There's one way to tell for sure, and that's to take a piece of floss, dental floss, and put it through your teeth and run it through your floss a little bit, and then I'll smell the floss. And it'll be that way you can smell it. And if that fucking floss smells like a dead animal, then it's probably time to go to the dentist to get a professional cleaning, because if you're coming from a place with the bacteria, you're not just going to floss it all out. You have to go get what's called a deep cleaning from the dentist.
Yeah, this is something I've never understood about him. I get cleaning twice a year.
I get it every 3 months. I get it every 3 months, and I lean towards 2.5.
Right, and then you do your yearly X-ray, right? Where it's I've done that since I was a teenager.
Are your parents still with us?
Not my mom, but my dad.
Your dad's still with us?
Yeah.
Is he? When did your mom pass?
2003.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Was she? She was around when you became successful, or no?
She suffered an aneurysm in 1998, which was before I had any measure of success. And she survived that aneurysm, but she was very disabled, both physically and mentally. So she was technically alive when Jackass came out, but she was very compromised, and it wasn't anything that I didn't get to. It would have been so fucking cool to have her on a red carpet, to have
Has your dad done those things?
Yeah, big time.
Is he? how proud is he of you?
He's super proud. Super fucking proud. And Dad did not jump on the bandwagon like once I had become successful. You know, it was actually,
It took a while.
it was specifically when my mom had the aneurysm, which was on October 10th of 1998. And from England, my dad flew. My parents had been divorced, but for this, Dad flew from England immediately. My sister and I flew in from New Mexico, where we lived together. We were all brought together, and it was like we went to a local restaurant, like from the hospital, just for a meal, and then we go back to the hospital and kind of like be there. Mom was in this critical situation. Well, we were at the hospital, or we left the hospital to go to a restaurant. I want to say it was like Ruby Tuesday or something like that, right? And outside this restaurant, it's the first time I'd seen my dad in some time, and he said, "Son, like now that we're together, I just want to tell you that I feel badly. I feel that I've done a disservice to you by not supporting you in this career path that you've clearly committed yourself to." And I had not made a fucking penny at that point. I was fat. Yeah, I'm going to be fucking rad. I had nothing going for me. I had achieved jack shit. And Dad said that he felt that he had done a disservice. He said, I pledge to support you. It's not what you're doing isn't what I would have chosen.
Because he was a businessman, right?
Right.
He's corporate, right?
Corporate, big time.
Like he was a president of a corporation?
Yep.
Yeah. It's mind blowing that your dad was this corporate guy and he spawned you.
Yeah, I know.
It's mind blowing.
Well, it makes sense. Like my mom's side of the family, every single leaf on the tree was alcoholic, gambling, suicide, like fucking super, super mental fucking like addiction problems. And then there's my dad's side where everyone's like theologian, fucking PhD. There's like nobody's not at least a PhD on my dad's side.
I just imagine your dad like getting up in the morning, when you were a kid, getting to work, putting the suit on, right,
Yeah.
right, walking by your room, and you're like the baby from The Incredibles, just on fire. You know what I mean? Turning into ice. You know what I mean? I can't imagine that.
In my dad's family, he was like a black sheep for going into business because it was all scholars, fucking like clergymen. Like it was like fucking like the most like respected, not a lot of high earners, but just people who cared about making the fucking world a better place, And then Dad's like a fucking businessman, becomes a corporate CEO, puts together all this, but whatever. So, I'm kind of exactly what you might expect if you took my mom's family tree and my dad's family tree and fucking mixed them
Merged
together.
them, yeah.
I'm like this alcoholic fucking deviant, but that's just got this unbelievable drive and persistence and tenacity.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, if my dad's gumption was directed like to fuel deviance, then
Yeah.
that's me.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, at the end of our podcast, we do a thing called unhelpful advice. So people email us with problems.
I had a dumb question before we.
Oh, go ahead,
Please.
I have a question about pain threshold. Do things like paper cuts bother you?
I don't have any particularly special or different threshold for pain. I'm just simply such a fucking attention whore that I'm willing to endure it. And for that matter, if I didn't feel pain on any level, then there wouldn't be that reaction that makes the
Right.
shot,
Right.
compelling. So there's like I'm just as afraid and I'm just as in pain as anybody else. I'm just an attention whore that's willing to put myself in that position. So that's why it's somehow like entertaining on.
Got it. The
I mean,
gumption.
I mean, like when you're like going in, I don't know if it was you. I think I have an image of somebody.
That's so funny. Sorry. Like, yeah. No. Oh, I got it. Yeah. No pain threshold. Just gumption.
That makes sense.
It's either you or somebody going into in front of crocodiles. Swimming through crocodile. Have you done something like that?
Yeah, the alligator tightrope.
Right. So yeah, now that kind of fear, though, don't you think you're might die? In your head, you don't think could die.
I didn't think I was gonna die, but I thought that I could lose a large chunk of flesh.
And so when normal people go, oh, I could lose, my calves, or I can lose a shoulder, right?
Right.
We tend to go, yeah, I like attention too, but there's other ways of doing it. You know what I mean?
I know. I honestly, I don't have an excuse or an explanation.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Or when you snort wasabi,
Right.
right? You've done that, right? What does that do to the mind?
I don't know that it did anything to the mind, but it was actually rather I thought it would be way worse, and it
Right.
and my nose just didn't give a fuck at that point. I knew this podcast, like I mean, it hasn't come out yet, but I think it's going to be a fucking hit. I came in here feeling like,
Yeah.
I really believe
Dude,
that.
well, first of all, we've gone longer than we've ever gone, right? What are we at?
We're at 90 minutes.
Yeah, we've never gone that
Oh,
far.
you've never gone that long.
We usually do an hour.
We do an hour.
All right.
Yeah. So that's how I know that it's been interesting. And I have so many more questions, but, I'm kind of...
Ask them on Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast.
When I do it.
I love
this
that.
is one more question I had
Go
for
ahead.
you. So you and your fiance, Bobby, and I think that you guys are goals for sure. But the one thing that we found that we've talked about on this podcast before is that anytime that we've tried, Bobby and I have tried to post a sort of explicit photo of us together, it gets yanked.
Okay.
But for some reason, any one of yours stays up. So we've had an envy.
Okay.
I get so angry.
Wow.
Because I'll go, what the fuck? Ours got yanked, but I'll go to yours and go, I see this guy's asshole right now.
We got one yanked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we got one yanked, the one where we were in the window.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Because it looked like we were actually having sex.
Yeah.
How long was it up for?
It lasted for ages, and then like weeks or months later, all of a sudden it went down.
I have a theory on it.
No,
I think that we're not good looking enough.
No.
It's not that. And if you see, I just posted one yesterday. I blur the butt crack.
Oh.
That's the secret.
Is
to
that the key?
success. Yeah. If you look at the second to last post, the last post was the one I posted while I was driving over here. It's me and the fire chief holding up the big check for $50,000.
Yeah.
And the one before that, you see blurred butt cracks.
But the one with me and Bert Kreischer,
Got yanked.
completely naked, but we're covering our genitals and we're just laying side by side. We both posted it at the same time. Kreischer's got yanked in 10 minutes,